Montana's right to try laws continue to expand, giving patients more access to experimental medical treatments. NBC Montana's investigative reporter Bowen West spoke with experts and brings us the pros and the cons of this new territory.
In 2023, the state approved experimental treatments for patients who are terminally ill. Now, under the new law, any patient can try a drug, a device, or biologics as long as the treatment has cleared phase 1 clinical trials, meaning the treatment is under FDA review. Now, designated facilities can use these experimental treatments.
In treatment centers outside of hospitals, creates a new facility that people can go to. They don't have to go directly and find a doctor to get the specific treatments. If they meet the requirements, they can go to a treatment facility.
Montana Senator Ken Bogner was behind both pieces of legislation expanding right to try in Montana. One reason he's so passionate about giving Montanans access to unique healthcare is due to the aging population, especially in rural Montana, where farming is a way of life.
Which is very important to Montana, rural Montana, because so many of our communities, support these industries. And if farming and ranching goes away, so do a lot of our rural communities.
Montana's step forward in experimental medicine is catching national attention in the longevity community. It's a science all about how to live longer and healthier. Adam Grace with the Vitalism Foundation said this is an opportunity to bridge the gap between a lengthy FDA approval process and the need for faster access to medical treatments.
And hopefully this positions Montana as a forward-thinking center of excellence about this topic, and attracts some great minds and great companies to create value for people who are interested.
Not everyone is in support. An international law firm, Duane Morris, said this could lead to Montana becoming a hub for medical tourism. A partner with Duane Morris who works with life science and medical technology said some companies may hesitate without total FDA approval.
I think that shows that most companies, are looking ahead toward, when they need to actually submit for approval to FDA, and so they'd rather comply with FDA's regulations to begin with and making their treatments available on an experimental basis.
Another hangup, according to Norton, adverse events have to be reported within 15 days with FDA's expanded access program. With Montana's new law, that's still up in the air.
You could have a situation where in Montana's own experience, patients have been having adverse events, but if the reporting system isn't timely enough, then new unsuspecting patients will get that same treatment before, all the news is in, let's say.
Visit NBC Montana's homepage to read my full report, exploring both sides of the argument. Reporting in Missoula, Bowen West, NBC Montana.